Good morning, Acoustic Guitar Forum. I am going to do a very brief video review. Well, I'm going to attempt to make it brief, of my latest setup. For those that follow my video review threads, you'll know that the system I'm currently favoring is the Bose S1. This was my setup there, which is missing a few pieces now. It's missing the LR Bag's para. But I was basically running through that and into the Bose. But in my quest to simplify, I picked up the Bose VE-8. My hope was being that the VE-8 could accomplish everything that the setup on the music stand did. And it did for the most part, with a few caveats. Obviously, the mixer has the ability to input more. This I'm limited to one guitar and one microphone input. So running with this, I have to put a guitar and microphone into the VE-8, my wife's microphone, because we do the harmonies on her voice, and then I run my microphone straight into the Bose second channel with the single combined out of guitar and microphone from the VE-8 into the other Bose channel. The VE-8 does have a looper. I don't use a looper that much, if at all, at this point. The harmony pedal does work fairly well. In our opinion, it does not work as well as the TC Helicon GXT for a couple of reasons. One, the TC Harmony pedal has a microphone that has a built-in button that allows my wife to turn on and off the harmonies much easier than actuating it with the foot. And then also we've noticed with the harmony pedal on the VE-8 here, it's very sensitive to you being close proximity to the microphone with your mouth. So in other words, if you come off of the microphone as you need to do when you're singing louder passages, then the harmony effect diminishes significantly to the point where it's not even heard. The other things on here, the Acoustic Resonance button knob works fairly well. A little bit goes a long way. I was able to get a sound that was at least as good as I got with my LR Bag's para and my TC Electronics Body Res setup and mixer using this. So I'm very happy about that. I know a lot of people complained about this pedal, saying that the lack of EQ knobs was difficult for them. I don't find it difficult at all. Basically, you press and hold exit and then press this button that turns purple, and then this becomes your EQ, low, mid, and high, and then buttons down here to go into your sweepable parametric. So I'm able to get a very good acoustic tone by setting that up in advance, and then I really don't ever have to change my EQs again at a gig much at all. If I do, usually a tweak of the treble or bass on the S1 is enough, but if I did have to get into the VE-8 EQ, it's really not that hard for me. The one thing that the VE-8 does have that I absolutely love is the notch filter. It has a phase inversion, so click on that first if you're running into feedback issues, but then if not, then you just rotate your notch, and I have used that, and it works excellent. As soon as it hits the problem frequency, it drops right out. So that's a wonderful feature. Other than that, it's a powerful pedal. It's got a lot of things that can be used. I'm still really just trying, getting used to it. I did use it live Saturday night at a gig, and it worked great. The other brief thing I wanted to talk a little bit about here is the Mooer Ocean Machine pedal, which I purchased recently, and this is basically a reverb and dual delay pedal, which is great for giving you a lot of really awesome ambient tones. It also has a built-in looper, which is great. Maybe someday if I ever actually start to use a looper, I have 2 pedals. So this setup here is pretty easy. I can really carry just about everything I need in a gig bag. The pedals, a couple of cables, and then the S1. So I can literally put my guitar in a gig bag, and along with these 2 pedals, I wouldn't probably bring the VP Ernie Ball VP Junior volume pedal in that case. The mic stand here with my microphone, and then I have my my power strip there, which is the magnetic strip, which is nice. So there's just magnets on there, and it sticks right to the thing. So pretty easy setup, fast, easy to carry, and sounds great. So I'm going to pause this for a second, and just and then I'll come back and play a few bars of something so you can hear the tone. So here's my acoustic tone. I have a programmed delay and reverb that's my stock for most songs.
Look in the mirror and what do I see? Vaguely familiar, she stares back at me. So many to please, so hard to say no. Smile on my face is there only for sure. Once I was a dreamer, a lover, a friend. I gazed at the stars in a sky without end. I danced on the rooftops in the pouring rain. Gotta find where I come from, gonna go there again.
So that's the mic going through the VE-8 as well. Great setup. Just a couple of cool. Cool things I've programmed on the Mooer pedal. So all that was played with my my X20, which is my primary gigging guitar these days for its stability. Other features I love about the VE-8 has the built-in tuner, so press and hold to mute, and then it becomes a tuner. When it's off, the quick press turns on the chorus. You can also program in several other effects. You've got a dedicated reverb with 3 different types of reverb, the acoustic resonance, 3 different types of acoustic resonance, resonance, I should say. The vocal has built-in reverb. I have quite a bit dialed in right now. as you just heard, built-in reverb and different types of reverb. Harmony, you have several different harmonies. You have high, higher, high and higher, low, high, low, double, radio, distortion, and electric. You can have it auto so it senses the key, or you can go in and do it manually. There's an enhance feature, which basically just makes your vocals more crisp. You can also do a correct feature if you suck at singing, and it'll help auto-correct. Fortunately, my wife doesn't need that. And then you have individual guitar level and vocal level, so you can, even though it's the same, combined going out, you can have different levels. You can also set different levels in your looper for guitar and vocal. You can go single quarter-inch out, which I'm doing right now. You can also have dual XLR, left and right out, one for the guitar, one for the vocal. So it's a pretty powerful pedal. Another thing I like about it is it runs on batteries. So if we need and want to travel extremely light, the Bose obviously can run on battery if you have the battery pack. And so then you would just need to put batteries in this. It'll run for like 4 hours as long as it's not providing phantom power. So I could literally just throw the VE-8 into my gig bag with the few cables and the mic I need, and I'd be carrying the gig bag with the guitar and then the S1, and I'm good for, a small busking gig or any place that doesn't have power. So this seems like it's going to be the new setup for us going forward for a while at least. I am planning on picking up a QSC K8.2 powered speaker today. As a second sound source with more power. The S1 is great and can get quite loud, but it can only get so loud. So it's good for, as people have noted, small coffee shops and restaurants, that kind of thing, where you don't really need to cut through too much. But if you're playing outdoors or you're in a noisy bar type situation or anything like that, then you're going to need more power. So I've decided to add the QSC K8.2, which is a 2,000 watt powered speaker, and pretty much the industry standard. The QSC series right now comes greatly, with a lot of people with highly recommending it. So I think that the S1 by itself, with a few pedals, will get us by for almost all the gigs we currently do, and then I'll have the QSC as a backup for when I need louder things, and I'm sure I'll end up doing a video report on that once I get that in, and especially once the warm weather comes. I'm looking forward to trying this setup outside to really push and see how loud it goes. I'm in New Hampshire, and it's freaking April 16th, and, we got like an inch of freaking ice yesterday, so, we're pretty tired of the weather, but the warm weather's coming. So anyway, that's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed this video review, and I'll be posting it soon. Have a good day, AGF.